Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are reviewing Dillard's water. Yeah, you heard that correct. You know the store that we see at the mall that sells clothes and just other stuff for your house? Dillard's. They sell their own brand of bottled water. Now, there is no certain water section when you walk into a Dillard's. This is how I found it. I walked in and I was wanting to buy a suit a while back. I've been familiar with these before, and I was in the middle of buying a suit, and the guy at the counter was just kind of like, all right, talking very soft, kind of a sales pitch kind of deal. All right, you got a size here? Yeah, you're a very small framed man. We have nothing in your size. Yeah, of course, thank you. But while I'm sitting there, watching him type, I look off to the side of the counter and I see these bottles of water sitting there, and I'm like, huh, okay, whatever. A few years go by, and now that I am in reviewing mode and I'm always looking for something new to review, I seen one of these bottles sitting on a counter as I walk by, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go on the hunt. So I grabbed the one bottle and I looked around to find every variation of Dillard's water that I could find. Now, every variation is just the different labels. So there are three that I found at Dillard's, hunting them down at every cash register that I could find these sitting up at. This one is the green one with Wet Your Whistle on it. This one is the blue one with the Shop and Sip. And this one is the purple or violet with hashtag hydrate. Now, these bottles run for $1.50, so not bad for buying something at Dillard's, which a lot of stuff is overpriced there. But their own bottle of water is fairly cheap. You buy it, you sip along while you shop, and enjoy yourself. Have a very luxurious time. Now, this is just so odd and so weird because it's like expecting Chevrolet or Ford or Pfizer to come out with their brand of water. Just, it's just like, what in the hell is going on? I could see them selling like Dasani or some brand water, but this is their own thing. They slap their own label on it. So I had to do some research and figure out, where is this water even coming from? Is it from the sink out of the bathroom inside Dillard's or what? But apparently this comes from Black Bear Springs, Polk County, Arkansas. That is the source of where this has come from. And it's safety sealed and ozonated for your protection. Okay. And it says on the top here, Dillard's is proud to provide a natural spring water that has been meticulously selected for its refreshing taste, premium quality, and resource sustainability. So that is basically it. I tried to look up the source of where this water is coming from, and it really didn't show too much. It took me to a MapQuest address that just showed me a blank road. But Dillard's, I do trust you because you guys have the cleanest bathrooms in all of the mall. Very luxurious. It's like I'm going into a palace to go pee, usually. So big props to you guys for that. I'll drink and try your water out, see if it is any good. And a funny story, when I was buying this water, I took all three up to the counter, and there were these two women, probably early 50s, maybe mid 50s, shaped like a pear. And the one lady was like, you could go down the street there and, buy a full pack. You get 25 of these bottles for $5 instead. She was kind of like saying it condescendingly, as if I was stupid and I didn't know any better. It's like, of course. I said, these are like diamonds and the bottles over there are like paper. It's no comparison. This is luxurious water, Miss Yogi Bear. She just kept rattling on and on about how, these were expensive and I should buy somewhere else. And I said, look, I don't get so why don't you shut the up and let me buy this. So that's where we are today. Now, I have talked about Dillard's water to a few close friends, and they're like, what? What in the hell? I'm like, yeah, the bottles of water are just sitting up there next to the cash register. They're just like in random spots. You go water bottle hunting at Dillard's, and some people have said that they couldn't find them anywhere. They had to go ask somebody, and they're sitting in the back. Yeah, very sought after bottles of water, and that is it. So let's try Dillard's water and see how great it actually is. All right, it kind of gives off a rather watery smell. Smells like nothing. Here we go. Water made specifically for the store Dillard's at the mall. Going in. It does have a smooth taste. It's very smooth. Has a density to it that is pretty heavy. Heavy like the wallet you would have when walking into Dillard's and buying a t-shirt. Because, yeah. It's crisp. Ooh. I'm feeling it cool my innards quite well. Doesn't have a funky taste to it. Doesn't have a weird taste to it. It feels like it is cooling me down quite a bit, even just this little bit that I've drank out of the bottle. I could see myself walking around with a basket, throwing things in my cart, and not even thinking about it, all because of this water is making me feel insanely amazing. That is some good water. Like, there are some bottled waters out there that I've tried. Dasani, there is just something about drinking that where it's just putrid. It is just awful to the point to where you couldn't think somebody could mess up bottled water. But Coca-Cola does it quite well with Dasani. This, believe it or not, a bottled water from Dillard's is quite refreshing. It's smooth. Like, how could you really screw up water? Quite honestly, how can you? Just go to a spring, have it get, taken care of whatever it needs to do to get bottled and purified and all that. And there you go. And I think that's what Dillard's is doing with this. They got it right on the mark. And yeah, I'd say this is good. If Dillard's were to sell this outside of their store, I would pick it up, Maybe if they drop the price and put them in the big 25 pack like Yogi the Bear at the checkout cash register told me all about, I'd go for a Dillard's brand water. Why not? I give this one a 10 out of 10. It's going to hydrate you perfectly. The taste isn't bad. It tastes like how water should taste. Nothing nasty or gritty or muddy about it. It tastes like a good, clean, refreshing water. So, simple as that. It ain't supposed to taste like anything, and that hits the mark. It doesn't taste like anything. And that's what you're looking for when you are wanting to drink a bottle of water. So, for $1.50 while you're walking around Dillard's, everything else is astronomically expensive. But for a bottle of water, you would think, oh, they're probably going to charge $5 for this. No, $1.50. It's not bad, especially when you're parched, which I do get parched quite a bit, and I always got to stay hydrated. You can't drink enough water, I say. So yeah, Dillard's water, 10 out of 10. Very hard to find in some places, but keep your eyes peeled. And if you do see some right next to the cash register and wonder, what in the hell? Is this for decoration or can I buy this? Definitely pick up a bottle. I don't think they keep them refrigerated anywhere, so you may have to either enjoy room temperature water or take it home and refrigerate it. But I would definitely say this is a winner. It's a good, damn good bottle of water. I'll tell you that much, ladies and gentlemen. So there you go. Dillard's water. 10 out of 10. And that is it for this cheat day review. I am DJ Glowing Ice. Always wanting to remind you that it is okay to cheat every once in a while. And I will see you next time. Peace out.